Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Finance Stannis here for another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my portfolio, my Robinhood portfolio, and just showing you guys how well it's been doing over the past year, and then how long this state of euphoria could go on for before eventually we see a downturn. Honestly, I've been waiting for a correction in the market probably for like two years now. Haven't seen anything. The whole entire stock market has just been continuing to go up ever since, pretty much ever since stimulus checks were given out, if you know what I mean. Eventually, I would assume, right, and I would think that the stock market would have to go down eventually, but it's still not come down to any point where I feel like it's a great time to buy. And it kind of sucks because I got most of my money in the sideline. Right now I have $27,000 just sitting in Robinhood. Granted, it is getting 4.5% interest currently, which is pretty decent. I pretty much use Robinhood as a high yield savings account. The bank I use doesn't really give a high yield interest rate, and that's fine. It's good for other reasons, but yeah, I don't really mind using Robinhood as my, I guess, my storage of wealth. Anyways, let's get into Robinhood and see how well I've been doing over the past year. If we look at my Robinhood account, we're up 30% year to date, which is pretty solid. This is not really what you'd normally see. What people will show you and like the general return to the stock market is close to like 10%. So this is pretty much saying that I've earned 3 times the normal percent of the stock market. But over time, I might go lower or above what the average is. Right now, I'm currently beating the stock market, and the stock market is currently performing at 20% year to date, and I'm beating it by 10%, which is pretty solid. Hopefully I continue to beat the stock market. When I refer to the stock market, I refer to the S&P 500, which is pretty much what everybody else invests into, and what all the investors try to beat is just the S&P 500 as a baseline. So I'm currently beating that. That's always my goal, to beat that. I really do wish that Robinhood would bring back the little line or like comparison chart where you could see either different stock companies or like ETFs compared to your own investing and see how well you're doing or how bad you're doing, I guess. But I guess a lot of people are doing a lot worse than they expected, so they probably got rid of that feature. Another thing I like to look at when I'm trying to buy into the stock market or just trying to see like the general direction of the stock market, I like to go to the fear and greed index. I don't understand how I'm at the top of my portfolio, right? Like, we just started to see a little dip right now, but not really. Like, how we're on the top right here, we're about to turn over and see some fear, I guess. But I don't know how long this will last for. And it's not that scary, I guess, compared to the other times when the market has dipped significantly. And as we know, if it's a scary time in the market, you're going to want to buy more. And if it's really greedy, you're going to want to save more and wait for the time to actually place money into the stock market where you can buy stocks at a lower value so you can buy stocks at a lower price for the same amount of value, therefore getting you a greater return in your portfolio. It's really important that you try to get a stock at a decent price. If not, then you're just dollar cost averaging into the stock and you're not bulk investing into certain stocks. But then again, if a stock does happen to crash and burn, I wouldn't mind bulk investing into that at that point. But if it's just pretty stagnant, then probably dollar cost averaging is a little bit better for that specific stock. For next week, we got like pretty decent earnings. The only things I'm really following are going to be Palantir, because I have about almost $14,000 in Palantir. So I'm waiting for that. Hopefully they beat earnings. Let's see what they're trying to beat. Yeah, 9 cents per share. If they beat it, maybe it'll go up. But even if they go up, Palantir still might go down. And like I've said in previous videos before, if Palantir does happen to go down, I would like to buy it, because over the past year it's been up like 139%, which is insane. And for us to see back to like $6 range, like, it's probably not gonna happen. That boat is probably sailed. As far as the other stocks that are releasing earnings, that's about it. Yeah, everything else I'm not really invested in. I'm not invested into, and I'm not really looking into invest. So yeah, next week is gonna be pretty boring as far as earnings. But we do have a really big thing, which is the elections. So it's gonna be kind of cool to see how it affects the markets. I think in the grand scheme of things, it's not gonna really change the market immediately, and it's not gonna really matter that much. But regardless, it's probably gonna cause a change within the market at that time. And if it's negative or positive, I'll try to take advantage of it. Hope you guys like the video. Like and subscribe. Drop a comment and tell me how you guys are feeling about the upcoming election, if you think it's going to change the stock market drastically or not, and where you think the stock market will go in the upcoming year. Peace out.